You guys, I think it's Tuesday. I kind of lost track of the days. And that's what happens when you take a nap early in the morning. You lose the whole day. Hello to everybody on YouTube. Miss Queen Libra, Can, you guys, come on in. Welcome. How y'all doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing tonight?
You Lady Sanchez, girl, I just got through doing a rewatch of yesterday and today's show. And then I accidentally watched some of the Young and the Restless. So I was doing good until that happened.
Mm,
But
mm, mm, mm.
I'll recover from having accidentally watched the Young and the
Mm,
Restless.
mm,
I just feel like it took so many decades out of my life just
mm.
that
Yes. Mm,
That's a fact.
mm,
Now that's a fact.
I felt like I lost
mm.
decades.
I'm telling you, it's bad. It's
I,
gonna
It
take
was
a while to recover. You're gonna have to watch a lot of other stuff to get it off your noggin.
I don't even know what they're doing over there. I mean,
Mm,
I guess I'm okay that Summer is looking at Phyllis sideways. I guess it's from a couple days ago. Phyllis was talking to Summer about why Jack broke up with her. Um, after Diane came to town and she told Summer about how she had that whole she and Summer were talking at the same time that Kyle and Jack were talking. And
mm-hmm,
they were both telling their versions of the same story. And
mm-hmm.
when Phyllis got there talking, Summer is looking at her like, damn, you are fucking crazy, just like everybody has said.
Yeah.
So for me, I guess maybe that was kind of worth it because I needed somebody that's not Jack or Diane to tell Phyllis that she is batshit crazy.
Yes.
She is.
And she
And
Oh.
then she act like, and this is the part that killed me, is that here's the thing. It don't matter if you like Diane or not. The more you get in somebody's face, the more chance there is that they are gonna flip off on you and do you something. So at this point, that's all Phyllis really trying to do. Get Diane to flip out after she get to her enough and just do something.
but here's the thing, the only person flipping out right now is Phyllis.
It's fearless,
Pretty
yeah.
much.
You know, she went running to Summer. I guess she went running to Summer because, like I said, I don't really watch this show anymore. I was watching
Hmm.
Bold and the Beautiful, and then you know how on autoplay it just flips to the next show. So I
Hmm.
couldn't find my remote control, and it flipped to the next show, and I was like, "Well, I guess I'm watching damn Young and the Restless because I don't feel like looking for the remote." And it was just the last couple of minutes, those conversations between Kyle and Jack and Summer and Phyllis, and Summer just looking at her this whole time like, "You are fucking crazy, lady." Like you are nuts. You're my mama and I love you. But you know what? I'm starting to understand what everybody has been saying all these years about you being batshit crazy. And what you did to Jack was straight up wrong. Like I don't even know how you have the capacity to say, "Oh, well, he knows me. He can get over. He knows how I am." Yeah, he tired of dealing with that shit, lady. Like
Exactly.
this is the same kind of awakening that Hope is getting ready to have because Brooke is going to be using all of these excuses with Hope, talking about she don't know how it happened. She must have blacked out. Whatever her excuse is going to be, she's going to be spilling the excuses, acting like a victim, and Hope is going to be looking at her the whole time like, God damn it, if Steffi wasn't right. All these years, people told me that you were like this. And hell, I was even born because you slept with your daughter's husband. And damn it, if you didn't go do it again. I mean, like I thought maybe Oliver would be enough, and I should have learned with Oliver. I should have just left town and went.
Hmm.
No, I stayed home and listened to you and let you get me hung up with this fucking waffleicious bomb over here. And I'm a damn baby. And you fucking him on the floor. Like, how do I even come back from that, Mom? I gotta go have sex with Thomas now. And it's your fault. So I want you to remember every time I make that backboard break with Thomas, it's because you fucked my husband. I'll see you later. I'm going.
One thing that I will say about today's show, one of my favorite all-time shows of all time is Revenge. It used to be on ABC.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that I loved about Revenge right from the start was that the main character always used to say that before her father died, he left her a roadmap for revenge. So she knew exactly who to go after, exactly how to get to him. He laid it out flat how his circumstances were his circumstances, so she knew just who to gun for. This mess that Hope is doing right now, all of these little things that keep adding up day after day, it's a roadmap. So that when it finally does happen, because yeah, every day I am more and more certain that Brim is not just this joke for between the Brooke aunties that we,
Say
because
Yeah.
that again.
people
Say
been
that.
saying for years that when is Brooke gonna fuck Hope husband? It's overdue,
Yeah.
because I mean it's gonna happen. But of course,
Mhm.
up until now, I have up until the occurrences of this year, I've never really seen anything that would indicate that that was even a remote possibility. So it's a joke. It's all in good fun, but it's
Yeah.
not a joke anymore, because when it does happen, Hope is going to have a long ass trail of breadcrumbs to follow that will have led her to this moment, like Hansel and Gretel
Mm,
breadcrumbs. That's how long this
mm,
trail is
mm,
gonna be.
mm,
Because even today, each day it's like another brick in the wall, another
mhm,
another brick in Brooks' wall of how
mhm,
could my mother do this to me? And each day
mhm.
another brick is getting set up in there with some damn cement poured over it to hold it in place, where she's going to be able to see exactly how her mother did this to her.
Mhm.
Cause today was once Liam came and whirlwind his ass in there and snitched on her.
Yeah.
That was funny. I'm sorry. Liam snitching.
Yes,
Liam
it was.
Liam snitching Brooke out because he had already talked to his dad. It was funny as hell.
As a matter of fact, that was one of the first things I wrote down on my notes today about the show. Is that Brooke was in there, come out showing Hope all that she was going to do and talking about this romantic evening, to come out basically to
Mhm.
literally, but Hope to say, well, you texted him Ridge a while ago, and he still hasn't answered your text. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
I know. Blah blah blah. Right?
You said he was in the meeting, so I'm not concerned. When he get out the meeting, he gonna call me. It's all good, girl. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
didn't even know where Ridge was. She
No, she
literally
didn't.
didn't even know where he was. Now, so Ridge, now if they want to blame Steffi, Ridge left that house with his wife after he caught her with Brooke, and she was after he caught Brooke with Bill. She was hoping he was jealous and talking about reconnect. He fled the scene to end up with Thomas in the Forrester Creations.
Yeah.
When Thomas said, "Come on, let's go," he didn't ask no questions. He left. He didn't call Brooke to say, "I'm leaving the office. I'll
Yeah.
be home early." He didn't call Brooke. He didn't give a damn. He
Yeah.
went to Steffi's house. He sat there and indulged himself, and he drank Taylor in. Not one time did he pick up his phone to check to see if his wife was texting or calling. He didn't pick it up to even drop her a dime to say, I'll be home soon."
Honey,
Yeah.
he
So
had
Ridge is
that
more than
shit
happy
on
to be
silent
caretaker.
vibrate. He had his phone on silent vibrate, and the only person who heard it was Steffi, because as a new mom, her ears are supersonic, and she got to be tuned in to crickets whispering. So when that phone started to silent vibrate, she was like, "Look at this shit. That's Brooke
Yeah.
right
That's Brooke
Mm,
right there.
mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm.
she could have left it alone, and Rich never would have even noticed the phone was ringing because he was so wrapped up in Taylor in that kitchen. When he left
Yes,
the phone,
baby.
he left that phone. He could have just left that shit in the car for all he was paying attention to it.
Can,
Exactly.
can we
He
all?
should. That's right.
Did we all miss the episode? Did they take out the episode where Liam and Wyatt was supposed to meet up with Bill? Like, did
They
we
just
You
That's
did
miss?
talked
not miss
about
supposed
it.
to
so.
They
be.
didn't.
You right,
It's
They
Candy.
didn't show it.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
It's in the spoilers for
right.
tomorrow. So I'm
Uh-huh.
wondering if they moved something around.
But right,
They
because
had to,
the
because I noticed
right,
that.
because the episode was taken out for the funeral. I think for the Queen's funeral or something. I can't remember exactly
Well,
what it
all I know
was.
for a fact is that Liam came in today saying that he talked to
He
Bill.
already
In the
talked to him.
spoilers, we were
That's
supposed to
right.
see Bill talk to Liam about about how he left Brooke and Ridge. We literally didn't see it happen. They said I
No,
told
they just
they
And it
talked
told
was
about
Brooke
it.
supposed to
friend.
be, and it was supposed to be him and Wyatt, not
Exactly.
Yeah,
just
And I
Liam.
heard Wyatt
yeah.
is coming back. I heard Darren Brooks was on the comings and goings. So I'm
And
And
glad that
Shauna
Shauna,
is
didn't
coming back.
somebody tweet Shauna is coming
And
back too?
Shauna's coming
Yeah.
back too. So
that's a
we
fact.
got Wyatt and Shauna coming back, and who any mini money mo is gonna be the one who props up Bridge.
Well,
Well,
Shauna
I
could
don't
be
know if
coming back
Shada
for what? Oh, go
to
ahead.
wrap up Quinn's story. Right. I think you were gonna say that. We think
I
Shauna's
hope
Yeah,
coming
not.
back to wrap up Quinn.
I think
Shauna.
she's just flow.
Or either
Yeah,
to
that was
say Flo
that
died.
was yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. That Shauna coming back could be to wrap up because she's the only person who was central to both, aside from Wyatt, to both Flo and Quinn. So
Quinn,
they
yeah.
could be bringing her back for that purpose. Now, remember, the fall preview did say we were going to get returns from people. So I
That's
So
have
it
right.
to
could be
wonder.
Shauna, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But I think she's gonna come back for to say Flo's dead because Flo's what's her name? This girl, she's
Katrina
not
Bowles.
coming back to the show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's off.
she's
She's
not
out.
coming back. Yeah, so she
they're
might be
probably
coming to
gonna just
wrap
say
up
they
Flo.
broke up or something. They don't really
She,
kill blind Logans. They just like to kill
oh
Forrester
yeah,
women.
Kill her.
yeah,
They need to do us a solid and kill her ass.
They
They
can't.
need to do us
Really.
a
They
solid.
can't kill her yet.
That's
Katie might need a
Stormy's
body
daughter.
part in the future.
yeah. Katie gonna need some more body parts.
Yeah, that's Stormy's daughter. That's Stormy's only line to them.
Girl, Katie.
Yeah, Katie gonna need some more
Resuscitate us.
body parts because she's knocking at death's door every year.
Yeah.
She got a liver that she could give
Just
up.
in time for the Emmys.
If they do lung transplant, she can give a piece of her lung. Blood is endless. Katie might need a blood transfusion. Flo is
Yeah,
an endless source of Logan Park, so they can't kill her. If they kill Flo, then Katie can never be sick again because everybody else has already been tested against Katie, and everybody else is already a negative except for Flo. So, in order for Katie to keep living,
they
they're going
need
to have
Flo.
to keep her healthy. They can't never use no health scare with Katie again, or they gonna have to, she gonna have to go someday with Flo.
Well,
So
didn't we
I
have a spoiler that Katie was popping back up in the spoilers?
Yeah, Katie's supposed to be coming back, popping back up. So who knows what this could be about?
think that she don't want him because he still got something for Brooke, and probably it'll come out as jealousy when they find out that Liam been over there in the saddle with Brooke. Bill ain't gonna take that easy because he was just at the house telling Brooke about how he wished they could have kept their marriage together.
Yeah,
Well, did that Liam will be paying Bill back because Bill slept with Liam, old lady. So yeah, Liam owe this back to Bill.
Yeah,
that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Bill ain't gonna take it well. So that's probably why they need Wyatt back too, because Bill probably gonna punch Liam again and
Yeah,
Both his sons gonna been with both of his women, all his women.
Yeah,
yeah,
because Wyatt had
Wyatt had
Katie.
Katie.
Yeah,
All that means is that Bill gonna make damn sure Will don't never come back from boarding school then.
Baby, you hear me?
Like,
He gonna stay there indefinitely like RJ.
nah, you gonna stay there, boy. I can't have no more of y'all come around here. Y'all do things that I can't deal with.
Y'all
Right,
gonna try
because
to put this
that
old
would be
stallion out of the damn yard.
that's
That's
right.
that's what they trying to do. Get rid of Big.
Yeah.
Now
I
that's
love that
so
Shada's coming back. I hope that she's staying though, but I have a suspicion she's just gonna come to
probably
close
for a
out.
week if we're lucky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They
And
never
even
keep the people I want.
right, because I found it interesting that we got Darren coming up and Shauna at the same Denise at the same time.
Well, if it's to explain that flat is over with, I will forgive a lot of things.
So can we talk about if Flat is over with, who finna jump start then? Because if they gonna have hashtag Brim, then are they gonna bring back Hot?
No, because they not even interested in Darren Brooks as Wyatt. He's on
yeah,
return.
Which is
yeah.
a damn shame.
Now they
I
was
don't think those two was chemistry tested. Was Annika and Darren was ever chemistry tested?
No, remember, Hope and Wyatt are like it's like the Logan side of how Steffi and Bill can't never be
Correct.
allowed together.
They
The
can't be
same.
allowed. Yep.
The only time Wyatt is ever allowed in Hope's presence is with other people.
Yep. Namely
Barely.
Wyatt, namely Liam or Bill.
Yep. And it's so obvious that, and it's because, of course, Wyatt is the only other romantic pairing that Hope has ever really had that's
Yeah.
still on screen. The only other viable one. So just like they always
Mhm.
keep Steffi and Bill out of each other's sphere, they have taken very special care to make sure that Wyatt and Hope don't have nothing to say to each other without Liam ass in the middle.
I can't even think of any scenes that they've had together over the course of time that Annika has been in the role of.
The
After
last
that, I think the last scene
pre-Beth,
they had was when Sally and Wyatt, when Sally went over there and they brought that dog for her after she thought she lost Beth, and Hope fired off on Sally, scared the dog, and and they had to let out a what you call that with the Humane Society at the end of the show. They had to let out their little skit. That's the last time I remember Wyatt being in the scene with Hope.
But like
Well, the
that,
last time they was alone in a scene together was when Steffi started dating Finn, and Hope ran over to tell Liam, and
Yeah.
Liam got mad and walked out, and she was left alone with Wyatt. That was the only time they was ever
that was
alone.
it.
so look
Yeah,
how long ago that was, and that was for all of a good 2, 3, 5
that
minutes.
was yeah,
Yep.
These two was in love and lost a baby. I feel
yeah.
like if Thomas
They
ain't
was
gonna
married
be
and everything.
concerned in the triangle, then Wyatt needs to be the one coming around to console Hope, like he always do, come picking up Liam's leftovers.
And
Hey,
they were gonna
it's
name
worked
their
so far.
baby Beth
Shit.
too. They were gonna name their baby Beth as well. So
There was.
uh-huh.
But they had a little boy.
Yeah, but she said
If it was a girl, it would have
Ivy
been
at
Beth.
her baby shower. She said if we have a girl, I always want to name her Beth. If I have a
Uh-huh.
daughter by Wyatt, I put it on my Twitter page.
Yeah, I seen it.
It's funny that she did that too. And of all people, she tell it to Ivy, aka the stand in for Steffi.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was kind of funny.
So it's so yeah.
Say what now?
Did you say the Santa Anna Steffi?
No, the
No, the
stand-in for
stand-in.
Steffi.
Stand in.
That's how they wrote Ivy before Steffi came, before JMW came back to the show.
No, I didn't hear her. So just can because y'all was talking over her. Say it again.
Ivy was Steffi's stand-in.
Stand in. Thank you. Okay.
Mm.
Stand in. I was like, Santa Anna Steffi.
Mm.
Like, it's supposed to be like a broke down version of something.
She was a horrible bird. That was a horrible stand-in. She was no Steffi, and I hated that.
And they did that on purpose because
Get out.
they got an actress that bore a resemblance to Jackie.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And I just didn't like how they used Ivy's character. Like we never even heard of her, and then when they finally bring her in script, they used her as somebody who's just like Allie was, team Logan, and just
They always
always
do
against her own freaking cousin. It was just like
That's
really
right.
stupid, and I couldn't get down with that. It was just like all the Forresters are against each other when it comes to a man or somebody else, but the Logans, they stick together regardless if it's a man or not. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to see that message. Fuck you.
They stick together after they sleep with each other. After Brooke done slept with all her sisters' husbands, and they still stick together. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Fuck you. That's what Steffi told Brooke today, and I laughed my ass off.
Oh man,
Baby,
she
when
had that heat. I was like, what the? So this is what I got a feeling was gonna happen, because she went smooth the fuck off on Brooke. And did y'all see how Thomas was standing back there?
he was back there supporting his baby sister.
Get it? All right, sis.
He was like, yeah. I was
That
like,
was ridiculous, y'all. I just about lost my mind because Thomas was like, "Yeah, you tell her, you get her."
she did. She told Brooke, but that's what our girl do. You know, they can get mad at Steffi if she want, but Steffi don't play no games. She speak her mind. She speak and she will tell it to your face. She not out here with this passive aggressive mess. She gonna tell you what she got to tell you. So basically,
That's
she
right,
told
right to your
Brooke
face.
is all out. That's right, to her face. So ain't no parent trapping this, that, and the other. I'm telling you, he's here. He is with my mother, and it's happening. Get over it.
And she had the
Sure.
nerve to tell Brooke that uh yeah, he's busy right now. He's having a conversation with my mom. It's really cute. You can really tell how much they love each other.
Yes,
Steffi is a goddamn mess. She
That
she
was
is
some
so
started.
goddamn
vintage
messy.
2010 Stephanie Forrester the second shit.
She
That's what
did.
that was.
She
This
did. So
this
are
right
we
here was even
thinking
bolder
Brooke
than this
is
stuff.
gonna come over
No, no,
there?
no. Brooke, this was bolder than anything. Stephanie Forrester Finnegan is
Yeah.
not playing kid games from
Yes.
2010 with Brooke. Stephanie
No.
Forrester Finnegan told Brooke, my dad is here with my mom. They
Yeah.
are in love. You won't have him long. So goodbye.
Yeah.
Pretty
That's
damn
right.
much. This is not no kid shit here. You know,
That's
she
right.
didn't
Mm-mm.
hide the
She
phone.
mean
She took
business.
the phone, answered it, and told that hoe what she wanted her to know. And then
That's
she
right.
dismissed her.
And then,
This is
and when she got off the phone with her, Thomas like, "What if she come over here?" Stephanie said, "So what? Let her come.
that's right.
Let her
Let
come. So
let her
damn right.
let her
Talk
come
to
over.
her.
Come on.
She is not
I got
scared.
the winning numbers
She
for you.
put the
Come on
finger.
down."
That's right. What did she said? I do not care. She didn't care when she told Hope to her face her mama was a hoe. And
Yeah,
she was not sorry. She wasn't
that's
taking it
right.
back. That if she was gonna say what everybody already knew. She
That's
also
right.
told Hope that her mammy days was numbered. Stephanie is not playing kid games with these hoes.
So like she got all
Baby.
the look,
Because that's
she
the
got
thing.
all
Because
the
the problem
time.
is that's the Logan way, though. That's why.
They
That's
play them
why
games,
Brooke
yes.
and Hope are so shocked because that's how they play that game when it's them. They
Violent.
all of it,
Uh-huh.
all everything that they do is through subversion and
Yep.
being by trying to by trying to subvert people's relationship, being
Yes.
sneaky peek freaks,
Being
talking shit.
sneaky, yeah.
Yes, talking shit behind people back and
Yeah.
saying one thing behind their back and then a whole different thing when you get confronted
Thank
to your face.
you.
Like you are
Thank
never in your
you.
life gonna ever. I'm never in my life gonna forget when Steffi flat out asked Hope to her face, "Look, I'm asking you, are you here
Yep.
to basically go after my husband?"
Are
Yeah.
you
Because
going after
I'm
my husband?
yes,
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm trying my our marriage has troubles and I'm trying to fix them. But I need to know from you, are
Mm,
you going to be supportive of that or are you out for yourself?
yep.
And Hope ass looked Steffi dead in the eye and lied
And
her
lied to her.
ass
Yeah.
off. Just
Yeah.
like Brooke has over the years. Like when Katie confronted her about kikiing with Bill in her lingerie, etc. Nothing's going on. Nothing's going on. Only for when she landed on Bill's to pretend like she ain't know how she got there.
What she told the darling was, that she asked Hope, she told her this too. She said, our past is the past. I know we got some history, but we was children, basically.
Right.
Me and Lee, this is grown up stuff. I have a daughter. We expecting a child. you know
Exactly.
so this is no more that, well, he was mine first, I met him first, all that they did in
Right.
their teens, late
No
teens,
more
early
gondolas and
20s.
Cabo ATVs and all of
Exactly.
this bullshit. This is grown folks out.
This is grown folk stuff. That's exactly how she laced it up when she laced Hope up when she told her that. So I need to know, because this is serious. We got a child on the way.
Yep.
And
And
Hope
Hope looked her
lied
in her
her ass
eyes
off.
and promised that same day she skipped her little ass right down there to Liam's hotel room after she lied in Steffi's face and told her she didn't have to worry about her going after her husband. She was gonna let them fix their marriage. And Sin Rising has been posting those videos too. And she posted one where Ridge walked up on Hope and Brooke conspiring. about how, Hope was telling her, I should, be the one. Basically, she was appointed herself as Liam's protector. You know,
Yes.
Yes.
I need
He
to
needed she
save
needed to
Liam
rescue
from.
Liam
Yeah, I
from his
need to
pregnant wife.
save Liam from his pregnant wife, because so she won't hurt him again. What she did with Bill, I would never do that to. So how can I stand by and watch this happen?
Yes. He's hurting and
Exactly.
only I can save him. He's hurting
Yeah,
Right.
and only I
And
can save
because
him. Kelly can't save him. That unborn baby can't save him. Steffi can't
right.
save him. Only I can
Hmm.
rescue Liam from his misery. She got that miserable bastard too.
Exactly. She can keep him forever. But the thing is,
and
that's
what did
how
Ridge
Logan.
ask her
That's how they
too?
move.
But
So
Stephanie didn't do that today, baby. Stephanie
no,
told it
she
to
can't.
her
Nope.
face.
She
I'm
came
not
out of
going to
bad.
move. Yes, I'm not going to lie
No.
to your face and go in the
Mm-mm.
corner and plot against you.
No,
I'm
I don't
telling
think.
you, it
Yeah, I
is
know. I
what it
don't think I
is.
will give him the phone. He having fun with my mama. You go do something
Yeah,
else with yourself tonight.
It's
yeah.
Now
why
listen,
she said
what
that
is
she loved when Brooke said that I'm his wife. He needs to come home, and then Steffi said he is home. It was awesome.
Ah, la 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 la. Click click.
yep.
And and here's the thing about that will always get me, and especially because here's the thing. While y'all already know what my stance is on Tridge, that's one thing.
Hmm.
But I
Hmm.
fully support Steffi helping give Brooke her comeuppance, because Brooke Logan has spent the last 30 plus years of her fictional life being the most audacious bitch in LA.
Hmm.
She has
Hmm.
gotten in many a woman face and said, I'll take your man dead in your face
Yeah.
and won't be sorry about it. And did just that. To this day, of all the people that she was filed to up front, I still get mad thinking about how dirty she was to Macy dead in her face.
Oh,
She
yes.
had she had no shame. She had no limits. She
No.
did not care. But I'm supposed to care about Steffi telling her my daddy is home and he hanging with my mama and your marriage days is numbered and hanging up on her. Puh, suffer. Keep
Yeah.
suffering.
Same woman who told her mama that she was getting ready to marry the love of her life, and she just needed to get over it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So no, I am not going here for this poor Brooke. How could they treat her like that? Because my thing is this: Brooke is standing up to say, "I am his wife, honey." Many a man had a wife dealing with you, and did that ever matter?
It's
Steffi
never
was Liam's
mattered.
wife. Steffi
Nope.
was Liam's
Exactly.
wife.
All
And
these
another
years
Ridge
they
thing,
had
was Taylor's
darling,
wives.
husband. Ridge
another
was
thing,
Taylor's
darling,
husband.
Rich didn't want to go home either. Rich
No,
know
he
he got a
didn't.
wife.
He was
He didn't.
enjoying the hell out of himself.
When
I
Ridge was set up there and he got cornered, he said, I'm finna go. This fool turned around and go to the dining room table by the kitchen. He didn't leave out the house.
to be alone with Taylor in a corner. To be
Okay.
alone with Taylor in a
Exactly.
corner.
And then talk about something. You see these crazy kids, these monsters you
These
created.
monsters, these scavengers. Nobody would drag you
I wrote
quite like
something
your
down,
parents.
darling. I wrote something down when he said, when Taylor got up and spoke about their unspoken language. And I was
Mm-hmm.
just so, oh, can. I
Yeah.
mean, see, I just want to say this, and this is what I wrote down, what I got from that line, because
Mhm.
that's something him and Brooke don't have,
Not at
guys.
all.
No.
She does
Period.
not know what Ridge need, and that's what Taylor was talking about when she said, it's nothing like a connection.
Mm-hmm.
When two people share that unspoken language, they don't even have to say nothing to each other. They just know what each other needs.
Yep.
And Ridge just looked at her and just smiled. This poor man. If he wanted to go, so, because I'm seeing the tweets, I know what they're saying. They're saying that basically, Steffi trapping Ridge in that house. Ridge, I thought he was about to walk out the house today. He did not leave because he was upset.
No, he
He could have
didn't.
turned around and walked right out the door when he said,
So,
"That's what y'all got me here for, another parent trap." He could have walked out the door
Yeah.
and went home to Brooke, but
Yes,
he
he could
he
have.
went the other direction, right, Ken? Where he
yes, he
went?
did. He went and
You
set
know.
himself on that table ledge and sat up there
Mhm.
and was
And
fancy.
him and Taylor
Ridge,
perfume.
Ridge
Yes.
was where he wanted to be already. So this is where
Yes,
we
Exactly.
it's where
Sam,
we going to
exactly.
be.
I'm so glad you said that because you know what it put me in the mind of? I
What?
had a believe it or not, I had a flashback of Brill. Believe it or not, that made me have had a Brill flashback. You know why? The night before everything went to hell, when Katie came in the next day, remember, Brooke and Bill had a car accident because he was
Yeah.
drinking, and she
Mm-hmm.
put him in her bed and slept in the
Yep.
guest room. And what was the first thing out of Katie's mouth the next day? So how that work? So my husband has a car accident, and you don't call me. You don't call and tell me nothing. Well, because you were going to judge him for drinking. Yeah, because he's not supposed to be drinking. And then you tuck him away in your bed, not a guest room, your
Right.
bed.
Right.
That's because that's where she wanted him.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
tell on themselves all the time in all kind of ways. If
Yeah.
Ridge was as put out with his children going at him about and they didn't come fully indoctrined Finn, which I find hilarious. Um, if he was as put out with his churn carrying on like this, he could have took his merry ass from Malibu back to Beverly Hills, and he sure did not do that. Sam is right. Ridge was exactly where he wanted to be.
If he
And you
was
know what?
Because
interested in Brooke at all, he had from downtown LA to Malibu in LA traffic to call her and tell her, "Hey, we heading to Steffi's house because we don't know, but she said we had to hurry up and get there, so it must be some kind of emergency." He didn't even call to let her know
Nope.
he had left the office or anything. He
nope,
wasn't
Nope.
thinking about Brooke at all. He put
at
his
Nope.
all.
phone down on silent vibration.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't
Yep.
All righty.
he didn't
That's
even
right.
look to see if she had been texting him.
That's what I wrote
And
Because
down.
can
Now
we
this
get in? Can
that
we
was the
talk
first thing.
about the mama's warning?
So
Can we
right
get
here,
into?
Bubbles, to get it to finish off, well, to continue on from Bubbles. That's exactly what I wrote down. Ridge was already ignoring Brooke before
Yes,
Steffi took the phone. Ridge
yes,
left his office and did not think the call. Brooke didn't care. She had been texting him. He was already ignoring her, just like
yeah,
he was in Monaco. In Monaco, everybody that reached out to Ridge on his phone reached him except for Brooke.
yeah.
Hmm. This is not the 1980s or the early 2000s anymore.
Just
Okay?
because she thought
People
Brick,
can get you if they want to be got. If they don't want to be got, as far as I'm concerned, Brooke about lucky her ass ain't blocked at this point the way he don't
Right.
pick up that
right?
phone for her.
If Steffi heard Ridge's phone from where her and Thomas was talking, then you know Ridge heard his phone on his person all that
Before he
time.
got
Brooke was
up.
texting him.
As
He
far
ain't
as
trying
Brooke
to talk to
knows, she
her.
was still in the meet. He was still in the meeting. As far as Brooke know, that's
She
how
don't
long
even know where
ago
he
he
is.
responded to her. Yeah,
That I wrote that down. She don't even know where Ridge is at
Yeah.
any given moment.
Nope.
Hope told her that Ridge was in the meeting. Ridge never told her that he was in the meeting.
That's
Hope
right.
told Brooke that Ridge was in the meeting.
you see,
That's how she knew that because Ridge ain't told her shit.
you see,
And once again, or not to detract from it, but once again, you had Lope in Brooke's living room giving her these pity glances. It is never a good thing when Lope, of all people,
yeah.
feel sorry for you.
Dang, that's a shame. That's
It,
They
it
looking at her like she's delusional.
because
Yeah,
they
like
Delusional,
she
like she's not seeing all the
exactly,
big red
Sam.
flags.
Yep,
mhm.
exactly.
I mean, here's the thing. Y'all already know I think Hope and Brooke elevator don't go all the way to the top, and they ain't got 12 crayons between the two of them. But even, even, well, seriously, I'm not 64, not 24, 12. They don't even
They
have that
on
little basic 12 box
they on the
between
A
the,
box. They on the A box.
exactly. They're on the A box at this point. But even Hope is like, Mom, it's okay to admit if you're worried about something because she can clearly see. It's in the part
Mm-hmm.
that got me the most was when Liam came in there and ratted her out unintentionally. And she was like, wait. And it was the language that got me. When Hope
Hmm.
said, wait, Ridge came here and caught you with Bill. Caught. Not
Yep.
not he came to the house and saw you with Bill. Not he came to the house and Bill was here. He caught you with Bill because that's how exactly how Liam said it. Now let's think about that. Why on earth was that word choice the word choice?
because everybody just assumed that Ridge was gonna blow up. And that there was some
Mm-hmm.
taboo stuff about it. Like you know daggone well he don't like Bill, just like he don't like Deacon. So it's like, oh, he caught you, but then Liam bust her out and tell her, well, my dad said it wasn't really nothing. He really didn't get mad. And then Brooke was
It's
like, well, yes, he did. He, he really wasn't that happy. Girl, no, he didn't give a damn.
what Hope is getting a very good look at a preview of is Brooke Logan's selective truth, because you notice that the whole hug part never came up neither.
Yep.
That was that was that was mysteriously not mentioned, only not so mysteriously, because Brooke has always been good at that. She curates her truth. She
That's right.
curates what she when she's caught doing something that she knows is problematic, she will curate the truth down to a fine wire to try to minimize the damage. So even in this, even though this was a case where nothing was really going on and nothing happened, nothing sketchy anyway, she still was curating the truth. And even Hope was looking at her like, okay, so this makes why you're deciding to do this dinner all of a sudden. This explains it. You're doing it because you know you're in the doghouse.
Yeah, it's like
Oh, we lost you, Sam.
What was that, Sam?
Her screen probably went black, or her battery is low because your audio is completely gone, girl.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Sam, at all.
No, ma'am. Go out.
it's
So I think
Go back and come back in.
Okay.
Hope is fixing to see for herself how her mama really is, and then when it's her turn to catch the lies, it's gonna come to her in flashbacks and hit her in the face. This is
Yeah.
the same shit you were saying the other day.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And it's like the things it's all be and that's the thing. I don't know who the hell is responsible for this, whether it's Belle or somebody else, but it really is like breadcrumbs. It's all these little tiny interactions that don't really look like much on the
Yeah.
surface, that
yep,
when you add them up, it's all coming together to form this picture of Brooke and how she operates. And
yeah,
Hope is getting a front row seat of it. And even she's seeing it. Like she said, she's like, I just want tonight to go well for my mom. Oh, and y'all saw how she thanked Liam for being so concerned about her mommy, huh?
Uh-huh. I caught that.
mhm.
I caught that.
Oh yes, I
That
called
was
it. You know,
another
I called it.
breadcrumb.
I caught
Yeah.
that grand slam.
Yes, girl. I was like, oh, well, thank you, Liam. For what? For just being so concerned about my mother. I almost choked on my soda. I said, oh, honey, you gonna wish. You're
She gonna
gonna
be so
wish.
funny.
Yeah, you're gonna regret all this damn concern before it's all over with, because your mama is a no limit O. And when she gets down to her lowest level, anything goes. And anything is going to include your man.
Sure is.
Brooke can't
What?
be alone. Brooke has never been without a man. That's why.
No,
She has
exactly.
never been without a man, and she cannot handle rejection because nobody rejects Brooke Logan.
She
No,
can't.
Because
not
She,
not mine.
she can't handle rejection. She
she
can't handle
can't.
loneliness. She can't
No.
handle. She can't be in a corner. Somebody needs to put her in a timeout, and she needs a timeout
She
Her,
needs
because
like real therapy.
she really does, because she's the one who keeps repeating these same cycles over and over that she's putting herself in, and she's
that
doing
would
this
be a
on
good
purpose.
story for her, Can to have
Yeah.
them address Brooks, they daddy walking out on them and never coming
Mhm.
back instead of
Mhm.
just throwing her with a man. That would be a good story for her.
Because for me, I see that her and Donna have the most like fallback from that, more so than Katie did.
Yeah.
Because Katie was younger and she didn't really miss too much of it. But Donna can't get. She got daddy issues. Look who she in love with. And not to say, I'm just saying, just look, like she ain't never got over her love for Eric. Come on now. They hadn't been together in over 10 years. But that's the one for me. Girl, bye. Anyway, and now Brooke, she can't be alone. She has to have a man to identify her worth. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, if she don't have a man, she feel worthless.
Yeah.
So it's really pathetic.
Mm-hmm.
So for them to go into that storyline, I think it's a far stretch because I don't see them doing something good because all these years she been doing the same shit to different women,
Yeah.
and it would serve her character right, but I don't see nobody in
No,
CBS
that is
Studios
not
giving
gonna do it.
giving that character that. Mm-mm.
I mean, she's
They
gonna
just
have
gonna
a
rewrite a new one. They just gonna rewrite the same stuff they always done, but with a new person.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's why I said I believe that Hope will get over it eventually because Bridget got over it. Bridget held a grudge for what, a year? And then maybe not even that long because she seems to have gotten over it pretty much right after Hope was born. So maybe it will take Hope having another baby maybe it'll take Brooke having another baby for Hope to get over it. I doubt it. But she's going to get over it just like Bridget got over it, just like Katie got over it, just like Donna got over it. And eventually, even Stephanie at the end of her life got over it because she chose Brooke to be there at the end, talking about that was her friend. And I don't.
still
Yeah.
makes me sick to this day.
But
Yeah.
Bubbles, that's what old people do that's dying. They be trying to get
No,
into
that was
heaven, so they
Brad
be trying
Bell.
to they be trying to right their wrong.
That was Brad Bell changing. That was when we knew that this was the beginning of the rewrites of history. I knew from that moment when he had
Yes,
Susan Flannery talk giving Brooke the throne. I say, now that's no,
you
no,
know
no,
what?
no,
You
no,
right.
no, 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 no.
Declaring her the Forrester patriarch, my ass.
Yes, and it went downhill from there.
Yes, it did. It really
But
did.
see, that's the thing. She never claimed. She never put that status on Brooke. She didn't tell her she was going to be the matriarch of the family. She told her she want her to do better. Basically, like, I
Take.
believe in
Hmm.
you. You can be better than what you've been doing. But that's not. She's still at
But
the
you know
end of
that's
the
how.
day.
But
She's
that's
still
how
this
Brooke
troubled
took it
young
with her
girl.
crazy ass.
That's how Brooke took it, but she told Steffi that
She
Yes,
is the
exactly.
she
future.
told Steffi that she was the one who was responsible for the family, and
Yep.
it was up to her to take her place. So
Yep.
Brooke can think whatever she wants to, but when it comes to being the matriarch of the Forrester family, that is Steffi Jr.
Sure
That's
is.
right.
And at this
Most
point,
assuredly.
we ought to be calling her Steffi. I mean Stephanie at this point because she's the only Stephanie on the show.
So yeah.
Really come into her grandmama's name.
That's right.
Baby, after the day, it should be no doubt who her grandchild that
Yeah.
belongs to.
Honestly, and
Because
honestly,
This is today.
I'm gonna have a good old time with with Hope and Brooke blowing up about what Steffi pulled today, and because Steffi's like, and what of it? You
and
interfered, you
I
kept
don't
Ridge from, and so
care.
what? What?
And that's
Right?
why she's not parent trapping. She's very upfront. She told her mama and her daddy that if I have my way, y'all gonna be back together.
Yep.
She told her husband, and her husband is supportive because what is he gonna do to fight her? His parents ain't even together because his daddy's a damn dog. So you want to see some happy people back together. He know it ain't gonna be his mom and dad. Might as well be his in-laws. Everybody
Right.
is on the train. She done told everybody to their face. She done told Hope to her face. She told Brooke to her face. She
Yep.
told Taylor to her face. She told Ridge to his face. She told
Yep.
Thomas to his face. She told Finn to his face. Probably told Kelly and Hayes to look.
Well, technically, Brooke.
Back together.
Well, technically, Bubble, she hasn't told Brooke to her face. She told her on the phone. I want to see this face to face
That
because
drive her ass down there to
I got a feeling she coming too, Bubbles.
in her little lingerie where she got
Yeah.
And her plug and with her plunged neckline, that ain't nobody there to see. She better wassel her ass on down to the cabin and give Liam a look.
ooh, darling, you bad girl, you bad.
I know. I'm terrible. So apparently Brooke and Taylor are gonna fight about this tomorrow. So I would probably bet good money Brooke take her ass to Malibu tomorrow. If they, I'm assuming that tomorrow will be another day. Because if she do, I bet you Taylor will be at the house and Steffi will be at work.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
guys, listen. So I went into Sin Rising space today, and this is what she shared, and I think it's possible.
Mm.
She feels like this is going to be the angst that leads up into the Aspen trip. She feels like Brooke is gonna drive her butt down there and confront Steffi. Taylor did put her foot down today. She told him to stop. Like there was she was like, enough. She put her foot down. She didn't want to
She
hear any
did.
more of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's feeling like, and I'm with her on this because she feels
Mm.
like Brooke gonna run her butt down there and get into it. And with Steffi, of course, Taylor is gonna come to the defense of both of her children. Everybody gonna be fighting. It's gonna be all out war. Taylor is going to leave because she doesn't want to be a part of it. Because she knows Ridge is struggling. She knows
She
that.
does.
And
And she and
she don't want Ridge like that. She
no.
wanted to happen organically. She want Ridge to be able to make up his mind. Not don't
Hmm.
come to me out of obligation because our daughter said so. Let it happen organically. But I think after the mess, Steffi is gonna go, and they are gonna follow her there. Cause don't Ridge, Taylor, and Steffi and Brooke supposed to all be in Aspen?
All
Yes,
four of them.
I
Yes.
agree. I think Sin
Uh-huh.
Rising is right
So
because
she's gonna
Yes.
yeah. So she's like they're gonna go down there to, Ridge because he gonna go after her, and Brooke is gonna be going and following Ridge. She gonna go after him, and I believe it.
right. And
Yeah.
the thing that makes me think that Sin Rising is probably right is this. What Taylor specifically said was stop undermining your father's marriage.
Mary,
Yes.
that's right.
Yes. And that's
She's
what
like,
I wanted to talk about because she deliberately set aside that part in the conversation to talk directly to them in front of Reg. So
right.
that standalone little speech of them being told by Taylor, I I saw all the foreshadowing I needed to know. Cause you guys know that shit finna hit the fan and Taylor finna vamoose because of the shit. And she like, look, I'm not with this shit. I just need to step away, you
Right.
know, and
Right. 'Cause she's
and
never
I
been the other woman. She's never
No.
been between anybody's marriage. That is
right.
not
No.
Taylor. That is not
Mhm.
Taylor, but
That's
that's
not her
how
flavor.
it's kind of, that's right. But that's how it's kind of happening.
Right.
Like they force, she's being pushed but in bridge marriage, and that's not her forte. So she's
No.
going to bounce. She's going to go.
I agree. Because the thing is, as much as she loves her children, and as much as she's telling them to cut the shit, that's basically what
Yeah.
she told them. She basically told them, she's like, cut the crap. Cut the crap. Stop undermining your father's marriage. Back off. Things
Yeah.
are not easy for him. Stop making it harder. So the thing is, if she wants, because the thing is, the thing is, Taylor is a person who does love peace. She not so
Yes.
much peace as in we all have to get along, but she don't want everybody out and out fighting. I could
Yes.
see this happening like that because here's the thing: before the end of the week, what we got, Brooke and Taylor going at it,
Yes.
Thomas and Hope going at it, and as soon as
Yes.
Steffi see Hope, they gonna be going at it,
Going early.
and
Yes.
Taylor is gonna probably be like, okay, you know what, we can't be doing this. All these people are either interconnected by some familiar tie, and all of y'all work together too. No, this is not gonna fly. Because
Yeah.
apparently, as long as I'm here in the immediate vicinity, my children aren't gonna cut the crap and stop pushing all of it and stop pushing this even after I've told them directly to their faces to stop doing it. They ain't even
Right.
got my son-in-law in on this bullshit. That
Yes.
was so cute. It was so cute when Kim was like, "Yeah, they look so good together. You know, y'all guys are right." I'm like, "Oh, Finn, baby, you done just drunk all Steffi Kool-Aid up."
She drinks her Kool-Aid with the shot of her bath water, honey.
So
Don't
And I was happy to
all of
see it.
it. All of it. Yes, indeed.
Exactly. Oh, and also because let's see, Hope gets into it with Thomas on Thursday. Then Brooke gets into it with Thomas. That's the part that's going to drive Taylor.
Yeah,
Is that her children are getting into basically verbal altercations with the Logans over this push for them to want their father to choose her. And
that's
I
right.
do think that yes, she is going to make the choice to take us not to leave them, but to take a step back, and she feels more secure doing it now because Douglas is spending more time with Thomas. Steffi got her husband back. This may be the first time she feels secure enough to say, if I leave town for about a week or so, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. My
That's
kids are
right.
all right. The kids are
That's
okay.
right.
They're gonna be okay. And yes, I could see Ridge deciding to fly his ass after her because
Yeah.
because he it's like he said, your mother, I love your mother. She makes me happy. She brings me peace.
Hmm. Can y'all
Mhm.
see? Can y'all see Brooke being Hope and catching them kissing? Because she just like Hope in the sense where she's just like, oh well, he doesn't love her like he loves me. It's
Mm-mm.
he only they only share children together. That's it. What they had is in the past, and it wasn't shit then because he wanted me. So
I,
what
He
if
gonna catch him doing more than kissing, Can
that's
Can.
what I'm
That's all
that's
I
what I'm
gotta say.
saying.
I
That's
already
what I'm saying. What if she catches them, like being themselves, like being Tridge, and they have because she used to catch them all the time, make love. But I'm talking about being themselves, being who they are when they alone. That's what I want her to see.
Yeah,
He said
she
what's
ain't
gonna
synced it.
happen is that she's gonna end up trapped in the gondola watching them, or trapped
Yes,
on
honey.
the bridge that gets wiped out, or some shit where she can't get across the bridge. That's gonna be the irony of it. The damn only bridge to Ridge is gonna be on fire. He gonna be somewhere with Taylor, and she gonna be across the way watching them kiss or make love or some shit. That's what I would love. That's my dream is for her to either be in the watching them kiss and make love, or for her to be trapped on one side of a bridge and she can't get to across that bridge, and Taylor is in there putting it on Ridge and his little Peter Burr virginity. That's what I want.
Ooh, I love it.
So what happened? What did I miss about Taylor going out of town?
Oh, well, Sanchez brought up that when Center Rising had a spaces earlier, she proposed the theory of how Aspen goes down. And after today's show, I kind of think she's right that Taylor is going to make the decision to go take a break in Aspen because of the hostilities.
Yeah,
Because by the time this week is over, everybody's gonna be fighting with everybody. Because
yeah,
she did, because Taylor did what a mother's supposed to do when your kids get out the way. She checked Steffi and Thomas today
yeah.
to try to get them to. She said, "Stop undermining your father's marriage." And before the end of the week, we will have Brooke in Thomas's face, Hope in Thomas's face, Brooke in Taylor's face, and both Brooke and Hope gonna be in Stephanie's face as soon as they see her. So it is a logical assumption to think that Taylor would say, you know what, maybe I need to step away for a week or two so this shit will calm down and
Yeah.
take herself out of the equation, at least for a little while. Maybe there's a conference in Aspen. I don't know. Maybe there's something going on that
With
she's
her
like,
job. Yeah.
yeah, well, I can go up there for about a week and let this shit cool down because one point that is very clear with Steffi. Steffi meant what she said. She said, I am not stopping. I am not backing off. I am not backing down. I am going to see this through to its conclusion, and I will not rest until my dad is back with my mom where he effing belongs. And she
That's
means that.
right.
And
And
see,
Sid
Mother bitch, just
Rising
like her
theory,
grandmother.
Sam. Sid Rising theory is so that's gonna, and because we know this is not Taylor. Taylor is nobody's mistress. She doesn't come between marriages. So she's not gonna because it's gonna be some drama coming up. Everybody gonna be fighting with everybody.
Right.
That's not Taylor. Brooke has been the one that always broke up marriages and interfered with marriages. Taylor has not done that. And she's thinking that's gonna be the angst for Taylor to leave. And Ridge is gonna come following her, and Brooke gonna be following Ridge. And that's how they all gonna arrive to Aspen.
That
I
actually
feel
makes
at the
hella
same
sense.
point that So is Bill gonna offer Taylor his place? Because remember, this
I
is the Spencer cat. This is the Spencer property.
I don't know. That's the thing. I can't say because the thing is this is that the only person on the canvas that Bill would offer the cabin to freely would be Brooke. But Brooke knows, especially after today, she is in no place to leave LA with things this effed up between her and Ridge. She can't afford it.
But Bill
She
loves Steffi enough to let Steffi use the cabin if she asked. But Steffi wouldn't want her mother to flee. This is
no.
where I'm getting. This is the only thing that hangs me up with everything Aspen is that Bill owns the cabin. He would have to play a role in people being at his property.
But did he donate a lot of stuff to the Foresters? The little thing passes
Foundation.
over. That. Um, because I don't think Bill's gonna be there. I don't think he's gonna have anything to do with it. I think it
No, me
just might
neither.
be his property or something that he donated probably to Forrester, and she's gonna end up there. Steffi is gonna go feel bad about everything. She gonna go out there for her mom, and Ridge is gonna come for him. Yeah, because I don't think Bill really. I don't think it's a big. He has a big role in this, is what I'm saying. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's my theory on it.
I mean, I think my thing is I could see them staying at Bill's cabin, but I just don't think Bill himself will be instrumental, I guess is a good
Yeah,
way to say it, in
yeah,
who ends up staying where. Especially since he already admitted that he donates to the Forrester Foundation. He's actually their biggest
yeah.
giver,
Just
apparently.
to piss Ridge off,
Just
apparently.
to
Yeah.
piss Ridge off. So
Mm-hmm.
so I wouldn't have put it past him to have donated some time at the cabin
Uh-huh.
to Forrester
It might be.
under some such circumstance.
Well, we'll see. But I do like the theory of Taylor um, leaving to get away from all the drama, and Ridge follows her and Brooke follows Ridge. That would be ideal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. I know I got
Mhm.
allergies, y'all. Excuse me.
That's okay, hon. So
So yeah.
I like that too because for one, it is true. Taylor is not a Brooke will break up a home and dance on the ashes of that home. She
Yes.
does not
Yes.
care. That's even though Taylor is very honest about the fact that she does want Ridge and she sees a future with him. I don't think that she's going to be comfortable with the amount of conflict that
Yes.
is popping off because her children have basically said, you know what? We ain't backing off. We know
Yeah.
what the right thing is, and we're not going to stop until we get it. And she already tried to check them today. She told them very flatly that she didn't want them doing that. And once it becomes obvious that they're not going to listen to her and that it's creating all of this animosity and these problems, especially because I know one thing that's probably going to concern her the most is she is not going to be happy about Thomas getting it from both ends, from both Hope and Brooke, with this Douglas situation still not settled.
Yeah, because Thomas is her
Mm-hmm.
baby. Thomas is her
Yeah.
baby, actually.
Yeah.
That he's a mama's boy. They
Yeah.
she does become she comes out the box for Thomas.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I love that. So what are the latest spoilers? I don't really look for them on purpose. Sometimes I like to
Let
be
me
surprised, but
see.
right now I'm interested
Let
in
me
the
see if I
outlook.
can find any because we got the spoilers for this week, but I don't know. I don't know if we got the 2 week. Usually we get a few sentences for the week after, but I don't recall that we got that last week.
So all we know is that we got stuff coming up in Aspen, but we really
Yeah.
have no spoilers on it
We
yet.
don't know. Right.
No,
Not
we
yet,
just
So
Sam.
know
they
Not
that
keeping
yet.
they're
that
there.
tight lipped.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
they want to keep us in suspense. And I was waiting for you to get back in here before I brought up the issue of Shecon because I know that's your vibe.
Oh,
Fantastic. I'm glad that you
listen,
did. I'm
that
glad that you absolutely did, Hunty.
I know.
Yes.
Ooh, I was like, my goodness. He was like all up on her. And she looked fabulously beautiful today. I don't know if it was the light or they did something different, but
Yeah.
I
was
think it was the
glowing.
outfit. Because I always think I'm sorry, Sheila looks great. I always thought she did. Always. So to me, when I see Kimberlyn, I always get the hard eyes anyway. But today, I think it was the outfit. I think it suited her. It suited her figure from top to bottom. And she was extra saucy and sultry today.
Yes,
I
she
feel
was.
like
Mhm.
Sheila was feeling herself and it came through on screen. And why wouldn't she? Why wouldn't she, y'all? Why wouldn't Sheila be feeling herself? She has a pretty damn good looking, hard physical working man that is breaking her back, and she gets to relieve his stress in the shower. Clearly, he is enjoying it. Clearly,
Mhm.
because the way she pushed him pushed him down in that chair, and he grabbed her ass and sat it down in his lap. And I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I'm
Mhm.
sorry, y'all, but Deacon had two hands full of ass.
Varsity moves, girl. Varsity moves.
Did
Did you
he
hear me?
tell us he was gonna
Deacon
spank her?
had two hands full of
He said, asked her,
ass.
does she need a spanking? Mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm.
I said,
Listen,
hold up.
babe.
Is this
Yes.
Bold and the Beautiful after dark? Because these blue haired grandmas ain't ready for this.
At
Mm.
all. Listen,
Oh,
what I wrote down for Sheikah today, I wrote a heart and I put a smiley face on the end damn side. That's what the fuck I seen today between Sheila and Deacon. And y'all know what? That is my jam.
They was giving
I,
me Thug Passion vibes.
yeah, I was like, the emotional connection that's between Sheila and Deacon has deepened so significantly. Because the thing
Correct.
is, Deacon is when Deacon talks to Sheila these days, he does not talk to her from a place of strictly lust. He's talking to her from a place of deep, abiding concern, and dare we say it, love.
Don't
You
dare
saw
to
how
say
he
it.
was on her, saying,
It's in the
"Tell me what's
air.
on your mind. What's bothering
Yes.
you?" I was like, "Ooh, look at him whisper talk up."
And then listen, and then even when he said, what's going on up there? What you thinking
Yep.
about? And then he
Yep.
gave her that look like, oh, I know. Like he
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
already know her inner thoughts.
I said,
Mm-hmm.
Canty.
that's his
Let me
boo.
tell you, I never, ever, ever have seen Deacon so goddamn sexy in all my MF
Yep.
life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's was even ever like that with Brooke.
Uh-uh.
No.
I
I
ain't
have
lying.
No.
It
not.
was too tawdry. It was too furtive. The deep dark secret of what they had done and how
Yeah.
much they wanted each other and how much they were stabbing Bridget in the back. They didn't have no room for this kind of business.
Yeah.
No, because now what Deacon has, and even Deacon said today, well, there's the door, honey. If you got a better offer, he actually
Yeah.
was feeling a little offended that she wasn't lapping it up and loving it up, and she wasn't 100% happy. But he
Mm-hmm.
tried to make her happy. He tried when he and even when he got tense, she offered to go and loosen up his tenseness. And did you see how he
Right.
was playing with her face and her lips?
Mm,
Yeah.
I
And then and the thing is, you could tell that this is a regular push pull between them because
Yep.
even he had to snap himself out of it and say, "Nope, you're not going to distract me this time," which just goes to show she has distracted him many, many damn times before.
And
many
it
a
looks like he
time.
has been successful at distracting her also.
Hmm.
Well,
Because they asses they the thing about Shecon is this: they're about to turn into a line from a Madonna song. Basically, satin sheets are really romantic, but what happens when you're not in bed? They're inching towards the part where, as much as they are feeling each other, as much passion as they are generating together, the outside world is creeping in on the
Oh,
corners of what they have in that little shoebox.
but see, this is
Namely,
the thing.
hmm
Deacon and Sheila already know that.
yeah,
Yeah.
Neither of them are under any illusions.
Yeah.
Deacon is a little bit far gone off the cookie. Deacon done got high off the cookie, and he has absolutely justified all his moves, and we see that he is
Yeah.
absolutely content and down with
Yeah.
keeping his little Sheila tucked away in his apartment. So Deacon
Yeah.
is a goddamn goner. Sheila
Yeah.
still
hmm
has the upper hand. Sheila will not be like she told him today. She will not be told no. And let me tell you something else. She will not be denied. Sheila is going to chew him out and spit him out because Deacon
Yeah.
is falling in love, but we know Sheila don't love like that.
Mm-mm.
Right.
And I'm not even mad at her.
Sheila still
Deacon
got
gonna
her
have to charge this
priorities.
to the right. Deacon gonna
Yeah,
have to charge this to the game because he is out of it. He's not
yeah,
getting used here. He's using her and she's using him, and she's
Yeah.
going to
Right.
burn his ass in the end. And hey, I'm gonna
she
feel
will.
sorry for him, but it's all gonna be worth it for me.
Yeah.
She will. Just like Mike Ass is doing time on Cell Block 9 from help because of his love of helping Sheila, Deacon is going to walk the same road if he's not careful because Sheila already still has her eye on the main prize. The bottom line is that little apartment is not enough for Sheila. It never will
Right.
be. Even though it
No.
comes with concierge service and a man slinging some cereal in there, and she's
She's so
enjoying
damn
it,
ungrateful.
yeah, she's enjoying it, but it's not all she
That's
wants.
not
She
Sheila. Yeah.
wants more. She wants Finn. She wants her grandchild. And you heard what she told Deacon, because Deacon Ash should have got a goddamn clue when Sheila was sitting on his junk telling him, never tell me. Never.
Mm-hmm.
Sheila,
Told him this once before already. I don't know why he's sitting there acting dumb, but she done warned him about these things once before. He needs to
Because he
mhm,
stop
got
acting
it.
familiar.
They
his
pushing each
ass,
other. This is what I love about Sheila and Deacon. These two keep continuing to push each other's boundaries. And they
Yeah.
gonna keep pushing until one of them break. We know Sheila's going to break first. Sheila's going to let his ass hang.
Yeah.
But I enjoy watching it. Both of them put their
oh,
foot
it's
down
entertaining.
today with each other. Y'all do see both of them
Hmm.
boss up with each other today. In between all of that sexual innuendo, they were very intense moments of them looking very adversarial. It was so damn hot and sexy to me. I just can't get over
Hmm.
this. That shit
Yeah.
right there is magic in a bottle. They can sell me, Sheila and Deacon. If they can keep doing that, if they can do that all year long, even as a C story, they will keep me
I
watching.
take it. I'll take it because it's interesting. Because the thing is, Deacon is like he sees that a lot of of what's going on in Sheila's mind. He understands the idea of it being a compulsion, and he sees it. He knows it's a compulsion with her that she really, really can't help herself with this craziness, with this need, this obsession that's inside her that's aimed at her son and her grandchild. And he was telling her, I'm not always going to be here to pull you back from the edge, Sheila. That came from a
Exactly. He felt so. Didn't it seem like he was so concerned?
He
yeah,
was, honey.
he
That's
was.
his
So
boo thing.
concerned.
That's his boo thing. But can we talk about Mike Guthrie for 2 seconds? Because here's the thing, you guys.
Mm.
So Sheila is dead. The only thing they can get Mike on is aiding and abetting. Um, I don't know that he's really gonna spend time in prison. I feel like Mike might be out by Christmas.
Well, he was in the spoilers, right?
Well, not so much the spoilers, but him and Kimberly were hanging out on Instagram. We saw a picture of that.
So he might be taping and we don't know.
Mm.
Right.
Maybe she goes, ooh, child. What if she puts on Lena and goes down to the jail to see Mike?
She gonna
Yes,
break him out.
ma'am.
I done told y'all she gonna break Mike out of jail, just like Mike broke her out of jail. Sheila is gonna break Mike out of jail in her red Lena wig. And he
It's
probably gonna kiss
possible.
her ass. He probably gonna snatch her and kiss her like in one of those black and white movies.
Oh, please
You
let
feel me?
Deacon see. Please let Deacon see so I could just
Deacon won't
enjoy the
see.
mess.
Deacon won't see because see she have to make those moves behind Deacon's back because
Right.
Deacon's trying to keep her protected. But that's how come I think she's gonna seek out Mike because even when Deacon told her today, you can't da da da, and she was like da 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 because I can't have a relationship with them. And then she said, or can I? See, Mike is
Yeah.
the type to enable her or can I, where Deacon will not. So she gonna make those moves behind Deacon's back. Now, if I
Mm-hmm.
get my
I agree.
goddamn Sheila Deacon, Mike, Richard Michael Guthrie triangle, I would just have to worship Baal for a very long time.
Mercy, give me my threes company, please.
And you see
I
the
mean,
three of them living in Deacon's damn apartment.
and then they fuck around and kidnap Hayes.
Because that's the thing. Deacon is far gone for Sheila, but he's not that far gone. He would never willingly participate in that. Will he
Right.
try to clean it up once it's happened and he's
Yep.
Yeah.
stuck with it? Yeah, but he would never go along with helping Sheila actually commit that crime.
But
Mike,
Richard would. Yep.
Mike would.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mike then carried James Warwick ass to a basement for that girl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She need Mike
Yep.
to let her steal that baby because Deacon keeps telling her no, but Mike never told her no.
No.
Correct.
I agree.
Figured
I
it.
Mike
agree
is
with
her
Sam.
arch
Yeah.
enabler. Mike is her
Right.
arch enabler
Yeah.
for
That's why
sure.
I could see her seeking out Mike because she got Deacon right now. She got room, board, she got good sex, and she is at least eating a lot of Italian food from Il Giardino. So she's getting all that she can get out of Deacon right now. Now she needs somebody that's gonna pull her schemes with her, and that would be
Yeah.
Richard. I could live with. They need to give me Sheila, Deacon, Richard, and Mike on the A and B C loop. The A and B loop and put everybody else in the C.
Oh, I could do
Everybody.
You
that.
know, Sam,
I
you
could do
got
that
me
for at least
thinking.
2
I
weeks.
think you're right. After today's scene, you got me thinking because she was thinking, she plotting, she scheming in her head, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking she's probably already planning to see how she can get Mike out of there because she need a set of hands. She
Yes,
needs
That's
sir.
right.
somebody that's gonna get their hands dirty for her. And as we all agree on, Deacon won't do it. He will clean up her shit, but he's not gonna willingly go along with it, not with stealing A's or nothing like that.
Mm-mm.
But Mike will. So she's already running a plan. And if y'all seen them two hanging out together on Instagram, then they're probably already filming.
Correct.
And Deacon
Correct.
probably won't even know about it at first. They're probably gonna be
Exactly.
scheming, but Mike gonna
Behind
be
his back.
somewhere. Uh-huh, uh-huh. When she put on that wig and goes, that's who she's gonna be meeting. She's gonna be
Now,
meeting up
Mm-hmm.
now
with
Deacon is
Mike.
going to find himself useful to Sheila and Mike because Deacon is the only one that has an actual positive connection with anybody in LA
Yeah.
related to Steffi, Finn, and Hayes. And that's
Mm-hmm.
Deacon and Hope and Deacon and Brooke. And those are the
Right.
only people that
As
F with Deacon.
crazy, as crazy as it sounds, Deacon Sharp is officially Forrester adjacent. since
Yep.
he's
Mm.
Exactly.
since he's Hope's father, meaning that he can get his foot in the door, something
And
that Sheila can't and that Mike can't. So they're
and
gonna
even with
Mhm.
need him.
access, even with just access to information,
Hmm.
just bypass information like Hope calls and says, yeah, I'm going with my mom to a party at Steffi's, and she tell Deacon just close, and Deacon will provide usefulness to Sheila and Mike
Mhm.
inadvertently with his dumb behind because he
Yep.
is whipped
For
by
so
Sheila and I love it.
yes,
They were
he's
so
in
sexy
love.
and hot today. I just love it all. It
He
was
he
it.
ain't ready to say it, but he in love. He's in love with Sheila.
Yeah, I was waiting on that. I was like, he gonna have to say this sooner or later. I was ready for them both to say, I love you.
And see,
Right.
and the thing is, Sheila got two men who love her, but they love her in different ways.
Yep.
Deacon is busy trying to pull her back from her destructive tendencies. Whereas with Mike, for years, he has fed her destructive tendencies. That it's like two parents with a child. Somebody trying to discipline the kid to make sure that they actually don't do crazy shit, while the other one's like, "Well, I'll help you do the crazy shit you want if that's what make you happy."
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
meanwhile, Sheila is the child that's getting her way on both ends of the stick.
Yep.
Because
Hmm.
they ain't on the same page. So she's
Nope.
going to get all that good inadvertent info from Deacon, all that good slanging eggplant that he given her, because they got to be loving it. Those two, let me tell these two got to be loving each other. And Sheila told Deacon she always get what she want. And didn't she tell him she was gonna get him too?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
she did.
She got it.
From the very beginning, when she came in and crafted that lie about her and Deacon being boyfriend and girlfriend, and they were like, "Well, that can't be true." She was like, "Shit, watch this. I'm gonna get it," and she got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hmm. I mean, and the
And
thing is, Deacon is so far down the rabbit hole that any self-preservation that he has is completely asleep at the wheel. He's not thinking about because the longer this goes on, the less he's thinking about the consequences of what he's gonna have to suffer if this all goes tits up.
you know
He
why?
in
Because
too deep. He in too
hmm
deep though.
he in too deep.
You know why?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Because Sheila is keeping Deacon drained.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, but we all know the women in the house
Yep.
already know.
Yep.
She is wearing
His
him
ass
out.
out.
He is so relaxed that he is on auto cruise in just this lull of, okay, I just had some wild, incredible sex. I'm finna go to work, come on home and eat, and we're gonna have sex again because you know what? I'm fucked. And that's all I can do. That's where he is. He is right
Mm-hmm.
now accepted the circumstance of his life. He has accepted it that he is hiding and sharing living quarters with a fugitive.
Yeah.
That's
He
his
knows her state of
boo.
mind and
Mm-hmm.
he knows that he can't reel her in. He's already gone and gotten her from almost walking into Steffi's house with being in the living room.
That's his
Deacon is
boo.
gone, y'all. He is gone.
He gone.
Gone. He is so gone. He wasn't even this gone with Brooke. He tried to protect Bridget when he was sleeping with Brooke. He tried to, he always had that push and pull, but right now he is gone for Sheila. He even told Hope she can't stop by. He told her to call first.
Yeah.
That's his boo thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's what
That
had happened.
and that's to keep Sheila safe. Cause see that is the ultimate downfall of how you know that Deacon is not just down bad, he's down horrendous at this point.
Yes.
Because
Deacon is
he
DOWN, period.
he is down so bad that he is prioritizing protecting Sheila and her secret over and not just protecting her and her secret over anything else. So much to the point that you heard what he told her. He was like, he basically told her, I'm trying to give you what you need, whether
Yep.
that's a place to stay or a ticket out of
Out of
town,
here. He said,
out of
I
here.
do whatever I can. He said, I do whatever I can with that, basically saying I ain't got a lot of money, but I do what I got to do if you want a bus ticket. I
That's
mean, he is gone, y'all.
Yeah.
boo.
Far gone.
That's his boo thing.
It's
Yeah.
his boo
It's
thing.
why that when this whole damn thing goes up sky high, Deacon ain't gonna have nowhere to run
Yeah.
and nowhere to hide. Not in
Yeah.
LA. Because he cannot possibly explain this to nobody for all the
Mm-mm.
tea in China. And the thing is, you see how he keeps saying when he's talking to Brooke, not Brooke, when he's talking to Sheila, and he's trying to get her to understand that he empathizes and sympathizes with the fact that, she's so upset that she faked her death, but that means she can't see Hayes. She can't see Finn. How many times has Deacon said, I understand I would be destroyed if I couldn't see hope?
Right. That's
Bruh,
right.
that's exactly what you about to end up with, but you just don't realize it. That by the time this story, by the time the last card is flipped on this hand of cards, that is what you're speaking your own future into existence, sir.
Yeah.
You don't know it, but that's what you're doing. You are speaking your future into existence because when the truth really comes out about all of this, you will have gone so far and done so much that you will not be able to explain shit about shit to nobody about this.
Yeah.
Except for that's his boo thing.
Yeah.
The only
Yeah.
person that will
Exactly.
understand Deacon position is Richard Michael Governor.
Yeah.
Mike, yeah, that's about yeah, yeah. I'll stand correct. Well, he'll understand it, but also let's be real. There's only one Sheila Carter,
That's
okay?
right. I'm
And
gonna get
I
back
Hmm.
on
and
that
I don't
bandwagon.
see exactly, and I don't see Mike or Deacon signing up to be in a harem situation. So the competition getting taken out is gonna be in their best interest. So I don't see Mike being too overly sympathetic if it means Deacon get knocked off the damn board.
I think
Correct.
Deacon is gonna lose out for sure because
Yeah.
especially if Sheila show up in that red wig and that's been his dream. Yeah, no, he
Mm.
He is
might
going
break
to
the
kiss
bars
her.
himself to get out.
Hmm.
Exactly. If he realized that Sheila, like after him saying, "I always wanted to see her with red hair," and then she show up in the jailhouse with red hair to see his ass, girl.
Hey, Mike might arrange his own breakout. He might get with a god or something that he used to work with and arrange his own breakout and surprise
Yeah.
Sheila. And when he
Mike,
does, I don't even want him to say two words. I want her to say Mike, and I want him to kiss her hard. You know what?
Mm,
There's so This is so goddamn fantastic. I even know Sheila going after my couple. I know she's gonna go after my Cinnabon, but I freaking love this, and I can't wait
it's
for that
good
drama to kick
soap.
in to really put the screws to Deacon. I am so here for
Because
it.
Sam, it's good soap. Because here's the thing. Despite the fact that I may enjoy Brooke getting put in her place, and I also enjoy the prospect of Hope getting her face cracked into a bazillion pieces when her mother betrays her, as she has almost every other woman in that family, it can only carry so much of the show. We
Yeah.
need suspense. We need a
That's
bit of
right.
action. We
Yeah.
need some intrigue. And
Yes.
Sheila and her two merry men is intrigue.
That's right.
Correct. Now they need to
That's
just
right.
now we had enough scenes now of Deacon and Sheila, and we know that they having really good sex. We know that Deacon is falling in love, and we know that Sheila is escalating. So they right now we know all that is right there, but they keep dragging, which they always do. They get you right there where you're about to come, and then they just stop and make you just
Yeah.
hold and wait until they're ready. So
Yeah.
listen,
That
so
part. That
un-
part.
right. So
Shit.
it's not gonna really fire up until Sheila go ahead and execute and make the next move to let this thing go ahead and
She
cross
needs to
over
go on
into
and
the
do
Hayes
it.
territory.
Yeah.
Because Darling is absolutely right. We all have been witness to Tridge versus Bridge for many decades. Um,
Yes.
it can only go so far.
That's right.
I absolutely agree. Steffi dragging Brooke to her face on the phone and hanging up on her was life, and I loved it.
fans that y'all.
Yes, literally.
Okay, now bye.
Yeah.
Like literally. She showed no
Brooke was
respect.
mad. She threw her phone down.
Yes, Brooke was appalled. She was clutching her pearls.
Yes.
Okay, now
He
bye.
could not believe it.
Like this bitch did hung up on me.
He hung up on me. I'm
She
the
sure
wife.
did.
How could she hang up on me? Oh, honey, you heard what she said. Not for long.
And listen, guys, you know what that brings up? I wrote this down a few episodes back. That Brooke has been saying my husband a lot lately.
Yes, she has.
Um, Now, darling, do you recall when I said, well, I don't know how she gonna break up a Tridge marriage when Brooke and Ridge still married and there's no divorce yet. And you said,
Mm-hmm.
well, unless they're legally not married.
Mm-hmm.
Could that
Now,
be a surprise that Shauna coming to bring us?
Well, that's the thing. remember, all of that happened after Shauna sent the divorce paper, the signed divorce papers to be filed. And then when that whole story wrapped up, Carter just popped up like a jackrabbit saying, "Oh yeah, y'all two aren't. The divorce was never really, filed. So y'all are
Exactly.
still married." And so that's the thing. The opportunity that is going to need to appear is not going to appear because Ridge gets divorce papers together and gets her to sign them. Brooke never would. Okay, Brooke will go at this point. Brooke is digging her heels in, and she is ready to go to her grave, Mrs. Ridge forced to come hell, come high water, no matter what the hell Ridge says. So even if Ridge did get to the point where he prepared a stack of divorce papers, her ass would never sign them. So some other event, some other force is going to be necessary to put an end to the legal status of the Tridge marriage. And I cannot help but think that to this day, it is still very, very odd that even though Ridge and Brooke signed those divorce papers and Sheila sent them in for processing, that when the story was over, it just popped up that, well, no, they never got processed. What if that's not accurate?
What if
What if
Shauna
that's
comes
not
back into
correct?
town saying that she got some papers from the state of Nevada, where she is in Las Vegas, and
Mm-hmm.
we are officially married?
Yeah.
And there can be a discrepancy. It doesn't even have to be that big of a deal. Well,
No,
Carter
it
can say,
doesn't.
well, here, the paperwork filed on this end. Well,
Oh,
Sam,
yeah.
Uh-oh, we
we
lost her
lost
again.
you. Sam?
Yeah, she.
audience,
There she
did y'all
go.
Yeah,
lose my
yeah.
audio?
Yeah, we got you.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. I mean,
We
I don't. I always forget what I'm saying when I think I lost my audio. But yeah,
Ye-
I mean, if Nevada said that marriage ain't legal for whatever, then it don't give a damn what LA say, because that's where they got married.
yeah,
True. So yeah,
like a technicality.
so now we have three potential reasons why Shauna could be making her way back to the screen. Because the thing is, nothing is going to freak Brooke Logan out more than finding out that she is not Mrs. Ridge Forrester, because that has been the rock of Gibraltar that her ass has been planted on since Taylor showed up in town. He's my husband.
My
We're
Yep.
husband,
married.
yeah.
He's my
Mhm.
husband. He's my husband. Well, what if he wasn't, bitch?
That
What
might
if he
be, y'all.
what if
He
he
has
wasn't?
been saying it a lot too. My husband, my husband, my husband, my husband.
Yep.
Exactly. So
He's
probably
been saying
even
it a lot.
better. Ridge is a bigamist.
She's been saying it a lot, y'all. She's
well,
been
shit,
Oh
saying it a
my
Ridge
lot.
God.
already act like he a damn
Oh
Mormon and he
y'all.
can have as many wives as he wants. Shit.
Right,
What
but she's been hanging her
what is
hat
this?
on that.
His
What
divorce
is
papers with Brooke never got filed. Like they just had those, and Carter was kind of holding on to them for whatever reason. But their divorce never went through. So people keep saying, "Well, their marriage wasn't legal." Yes, their marriage was legal. But I don't remember Ridge and Shauna being annulled. Do y'all?
Nope.
no, and that's
She
what I was
called
gonna
him on the phone, didn't she? Can and tell Red she was gonna sign the papers or something, cause she called him that day.
see. That's
I'd
what I
have to go back and look.
Yeah, I
see.
would too.
That's what I was gonna.
Wait, say that again, Can?
That's what I was gonna say. Maybe this whole trip to Aspen is gonna be one big whoop de doo. Gonna be one big whoop like redo. Steam getting married. Like, what if they find out that he's not married to Brooke after all? And Brooke is like, oh, we could just go down there and sign the paperwork, down to the courthouse. It's fine. Woo, 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 and you'll be my husband. And Ridge backs out.
And
He
They
take
pulled
off
a
to
Girl,
Aspen to
he
meet
pulled
let
a
me
Taylor.
whole
let me tell you something.
they already been
If
married like that before, though.
if Stephanie finds out that her father, through a freak twist of fate, is no longer married to Brooks' ass. She gonna, you know how Brooks flew that priest from Italy to do a pop-up wedding? Steffi will move heaven and earth to get her parents hitched before Brooke
okay,
when
baby
that
girl.
opportunity appears.
And
Now, what happens?
she gonna get the girl from the TV show.
Now, what happens if
Come up with
Brooke
all the other stuff
interrupts the
she needs to get a
wedding?
real wedding.
Now, what happens if Brooke interrupts the wedding to say that she's sick and she got whatever illness because she, she finally made that physical that she didn't make?
She ain't gonna be able to stop it.
She ain't gonna be able to stop it because
She ain't gonna be able to stop it. That's the whole point.
It's gonna be a gondola. I'm telling you, a gondola list.
She gonna be in
Yeah,
that gondola just like her daughter was
yeah.
stuck watching her. Mercy, if all of that flip out, that's a lot to happen in a short amount of time. But
Steffi is
if they go that route,
gonna be the bill in that story.
yes, she
Yeah, I don't
will.
know. It would
She
be
will
too
be the
much if
Darth
they
Vader of
do
this story.
all about Steffi is gonna take her parents to Aspen to get married the way that she took Liam to Aspen for them to get married because Aspen is a spot for the family anyway. So
Yep.
she gonna take her parents to Aspen up there to the hill where she got married to Liam, and Brooke is gonna be in the gondola looking
Yeah.
like Hope was mad
Yeah.
and
they
falling at the
better
mouth.
not.
I'd be like, Lord,
They
it's
better not replay.
2011 all over again.
It
They
Woohoo!
gotta
better
be.
not replay the same thing. But what they are broadcasting crystal clear is that they are going to have Steffi do something because they said it
Yeah.
twice. It's yesterday's episode and today's episode.
Yes,
I'll do anything to get rid of Brooke. And that's
yes.
spelled
Yeah.
Exactly.
out. I'll do
She gonna be
anything.
Steffi,
the
Okay.
bill.
You gonna knock off?
She gonna know. She gonna sit up there and gonna stop the gondola. They always say she the one stop the gondola. It wasn't Bill. It wasn't Bill. She gonna be Bill in the story. She gonna get them to stop the gondola.
and you
Well,
know
it
what? And
could be
she will
Bill to
give
stop the
no fucks
gondola.
either.
You
She'll
know,
be
it could be. Well, why wouldn't Bill stop the gondola? He still got a thing for Brooke. He was over there reminiscing.
nah,
He
but
didn't say any name.
he's a
I'm
red
talking
herring.
about. I'm talking about just how Bill was on the phone with Steffi when Sting was up on that mountain. I'm saying Jackie is going to be the Bill in this story. She's going to stop the gondola herself because she's gonna be there. She don't need no
Because
help.
Yeah,
right,
she gonna
But
because
see,
be in Aspen too.
this
Bill
is what keep perplexing me, is
what?
that if Ridge is following Taylor up there, Steffi really don't have to do nothing. So if all Steffi doing is ensuring that her parents get married, I'm not seeing that she the damn villain.
Yeah, well,
But
she
see,
got to
that's the
stop Brooke
thing.
from getting to the top of the mountain.
Exactly. Because here's the thing. Brooke was not wrong. Brooke was right earlier this
Comment
week. Okay, well, yesterday.
and Steffi
Brooke,
block her ass. I don't see that as villain like activity. I say that
we lost you, Sam.
I think it's when she get excited, she cut herself off.
It's like her Mike tell her, you too excited. We,
Yeah,
I'm going to stop letting you talk. And I'm
yeah,
going to cut you off. Your technology rebelling against your ass, girl.
yeah,
But, but yeah, I could really see Brooke, because the thing is, Brooke was right yesterday. Remember when
Yeah,
Brooke said that her and Ridge thrive when they shut out the outside world?
yeah,
Okay, that's true. When she's able to cut him off from
yep.
everything else, his kids, the rest of his family, everybody else in his life who cares about him, and all he can do is focus on
reality
her and
basically.
her dried up ass wop.
Yeah,
That yeah, when she's able to do that, she can get Ridge to usually go along with what she wants. And if
yeah,
Steffi finds the prime opportunity to get her parents together, she will do whatever she feels she needs to do to keep Brooke from interfering with that. Because that's what happened with Steam. Bill wanted Steffi and Liam married more than even they wanted to be married. So he made it happen by keeping Hope's ass in that gondola and from stopping what he wanted to happen. Steffi will be in the exact same situation. Nature will take its course. I just got to keep that interfering little bitch out of the way, and she won't feel sorry for it either. Y'all done seen her this last couple of weeks. She done meant it when she said, I give zero about Brooke and the rest of the Logans, and I am determined to see this play out how I know it's meant to play out.
yeah. She's serious about it.
She's serious about it.
It's that
yeah,
started.
just as serious as Brooke and Hope were in 2018 that Liam needed to be rescued from his wife and that
Yeah,
Liam and Hope deserved to have what they claimed Steffi stole from them all
Yeah.
those years ago. That Liam always agreed to marry Steffi on his own free will. As a matter of fact, nobody had anything to do with Liam proposing to Steffi the first time before when they got married in Aspen.
No.
When he proposed to Steffi, Steffi was shocked. There was no interference push from
Yeah, her
nobody.
mouth
Now
dropped
that's the
open.
same with Ridge. Now, if he's voluntarily following Taylor up there in saying yes, let's get married, or proposing marriage, Steffi is not the damn villain by keeping the hoes away.
That's right.
Oh, but you know that's not how Brooke is gonna retell it when it's all over and done with. You know that's not how that won't be how the Logans retell that story. For Steffi, it's gonna be as simple as, look, my daddy loved my mama loved my daddy. He was conveniently no longer married, and hey, why not get married in Aspen? It's a great place to get married. All I did was
And who
help their
better to
dream
do
come
that?
true.
Who better to do that than Steffi? Because like someone just pointed out, Brooke has popped up. Called, how many times has Brooke arranged for Liam to marry Hope behind Steffi's back?
Yeah.
So I mean,
Exactly.
I for the fans out there, and this is just on the off subject for a minute. Why is Twitter
Mm.
so upset that Finn is 100% about Steffi and has
Already?
don't give two
Why is you being messy? Look, I told you we
Girl.
not doing that here. You know them people out there want Finn to be two hearts because that's only the best that they ship can do is a
Hmm.
heart and a man who only wants one woman. My God, he's making Steffi happy. Um,
Yeah.
and
And
right.
that is his greatest sin.
Right,
Finn,
because Steffi's still being messy. I mean, it's not like they can say Finn changed Steffi. Steffi is still being Steffi. She's still doing what Steffi does. And Finn
Hmm.
is just the man that she is married to and having sex with on a very regular basis.
A great sex girl.
So
that's
and
my
they hate him
Hmm.
because he is 100% about Steffi. He's boring. He's a purse holder. Liam is a purse holder right now. Liam has been a purse holder all year long.
oh he fixing them
Liam
up.
is
hmm
a purse holder. Basically, Liam's been a purse holder ever since the last disgusting COVID one night stand.
Hmm.
He's
Fixing the
been
host a leather person a minute.
Hmm.
he's been literally doing nothing in nothing at all. He's had no story at all. I mean, Finn has actually had story. I mean, he's actually,
and see,
died and was trapped and reunited with his wife and now dicking her down as much as he can. But
And he
and
love,
Bubbles,
they
yeah.
really
And they
don't.
hate
Bubbles hit
that.
it directly on the head. He is guilty of the greatest sin of all. He makes Stephanie happy.
Happy. That's right.
That is his offense. It's not about him being boring. It's not about his characterization. It's not about none of that. It's about the fact that he makes Steffi
Steffi.
happy as
And
the
they hate
bee's
Steffi.
knees.
And then they
And they hate
also want to
Steffi.
be able to say that he's not perfect. They want him to mess up so they can be like, see, he's no better than Liam.
He
Well,
Well,
want
he's
they
Uh,
not
want him to
perfect.
turn
I
into
mean,
Sheila. I've seen those too. They waiting on him to start acting
They
like
want
Sheila.
him to.
I've been
They
seeing
want
that
him to
too.
be. They will go. Wait, we got to run and count. They want him to be crazy like Sheila. They
Yeah,
want him to have an affair with Taylor. They
yeah.
want him to be offended that Steffi is that this whole Douglas scenario is besmirches the name of adoptive parents. They sure got a long ass wish list for a character they say they don't give a fuck about.
girl,
And
who
why
they
it's
they
say is a
want some?
nobody
it's
and all that. They literally now out here dragging for him just because he sees firsthand that Ridge and Taylor belong together and he is 100% behind his wife in whatever scheme she comes up with regarding it.
As
They
he
hate it.
should
I
be.
mean, that should be his imperfection right there. That
He is
he's
10.
so perfect, but he doesn't care if Steffi is right here being messy as fuck. That's his
He
He
is
don't care.
imperfection.
10 toes down for his wife, and
That's
that is
right.
as it should be because
As it
that
should be.
is
That's right.
her husband. That's what your man is supposed to do.
That's
Even
right.
even if he don't exactly understand whatever the hell it is you up to, he's supposed to be 10 toes down deep saying, you know what? He's supposed to believe it or not, he's supposed to be like Victor Newman raggedy ass. "Oh, my darling, if that's what you want to do, go
Yeah,
ahead."
that's
That's
That's right. That's
that's
right.
right.
Because listen, how many times have we talked about how silly it was to Eric for Eric Forster to upset his own happy and marital bedly bliss with Quinn because Quinn dared to have a fight with Brooke. Now we
Yeah,
talked about how real
ridiculous.
men don't get involved in these women's squabbles to
they
the degree
don't.
that it's going to curb his sexual pleasure in the evening time with said wife. He's going to back her as much as he needs to keep sure that he keeps eating cookie every night. So
That's right.
that's what was
Mm-hmm.
the stupidity in Eric's move. So they want Finn to be as dumb as Eric. They
Yeah,
want Finn
girl.
to upset his happy home,
Yeah.
wife, bed, family,
Yes.
everything he died
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
for what again?
The Logans.
So he can
For the
have
Logans.
it hard for Logan.
That's
That's
right.
that's exactly what it
Exactly.
is.
So he
Correct.
just
That's like saying Victor would screw up his damn marriage with Nikki over Diane Jenkins. In what
Yeah,
world?
that's
For what?
right.
But that's what exactly happened with Eric's dumb behind.
Mm-hmm.
He had a happy woman, a beautiful wife,
Beautiful
beautiful,
young wife.
half his age,
Yeah,
kinky in the bedroom, and was willing to put up with his farty ass.
yeah,
And he around and let his meat go soft because she slapped the dog shit out of Brooke.
yeah.
That's
Kind of
not
shit is
Finn.
that?
Finn's not going to
The
do that.
stupidest shit
Finn is
ever.
not going to do that. Finn
never.
saw his wife's Steffi said, "You know what I love? When I have a great idea and my husband goes along with it." And you
That's
know what he
right.
He's like,
did?
all right,
He went
baby,
a
I'm
damn
down.
along with it.
Finn
And
is
That's right.
Finn is so down for his wife. If Steffi said, "Baby, let's go rob a bank," and he'll be like, "Okay, am I driving or you?"
You up to your old
Exactly.
shenanigans. I mean, that's how
Exactly.
it's supposed to be, though. I mean, that's how it is with me and my husband, cause he already know. Baby, I'm finna go down here and be messy with the family. They got some, they done invited such and such and such and such, and we know we don't like her. We don't deal with her. And yeah, and and he be like, there she go with her shenanigans. All right, babe. Well, I'm gonna go down the street over here and see the kids. And he let me, you know what I'm saying? But he not finna get in my mess about what I do.
Right.
That's women stuff.
Because
But
that's
at the
right.
end of the day, we going to bed at the end of the day, we going to bed together. So no,
But guess
we
who
not
does
finna
that?
do that.
I'm really gonna be sleeping on
Guess
the
who's
couch
knee deep?
over that shit. I don't think so.
Yeah.
No
And
man with
guess
sense
who's
Yeah.
ever made that
and we
choice.
can see right now who's knee deep in all the woman's business. What man right now is on canvas right now, knee deep in all the women folk business.
Liam,
Knee
Liam.
deep in all the women folk business
Liam,
to the degree that he's around here weighing in and giving looks to hope about Brooke and her reconnecting to Ridge. Now, if there is a uh hmm, shall I say weirdo, it would be him
yeah,
Yeah.
around here gossiping with all. Why does he have so much of an opinion about Brooke and Ridge destiny? Brooke
yeah,
used to be married to and was dicking down your daddy. I
yeah,
mean, why are you riding so hard for that ship now? What
Because
is
the
his deal?
You know what? Because the thing is, even though we've gone on we've made some logic leaps that make sense, but the thing is, if things play out how we think they play out in Aspen, then we now know what is the catalyst that drives Brooke's crazy ass to try to get on her son-in-law's thing.
yeah.
So what about Liam? What is going to be the catalyst? Oh, and you know what? And he actually said that in the show today. And you know
Mm,
what? I almost choked.
what?
Hope said something about I don't know, something in that cabin. Y'all know I don't pay attention to them folks in that damn habitat.
Yeah.
And he said, oh,
You
and
mean
she
when
was like,
she
oh
kissed
no,
him?
not about that, about my mom. And he was like, oh yeah, about your mom.
Thank you for being supportive about my mother. Or so no, concerned. Concerned. Hope said, thank you for being so concerned about my mom.
Mhm.
And I think I tweeted out something about, girl, you fixing to see what that concern will do.
Exactly. I was
But
like,
she also, but see, yeah, what happened was Liam said, I know I've been giving you a hard time.
A
Oh,
hard time
yeah,
about the
about
Douglas situation.
yeah, she said, yeah, he said, I know I've been giving you a hard time about the Douglas and Thomas situation. Yeah, I know you're not happy about all the time I've been spending over there.
Yeah,
When was he not happy about anything? He has not gotten on her case about shit. They have not been disagreeing about anything where it relates to Douglas and Thomas. Not one damn thing. They haven't even did and I was expecting Liam to disagree with Hope trying to keep Douglas 100% instead of Thomas. That was the perfect time for him to actually put his foot down about something, but he didn't. He has
No,
agreed
he
with
flew
her
the other
every step
way.
of the way. So what hard time has he given her?
His big thing is about his goddamn ego, as usual. His thing is that he is still hyper concerned that Hope is not going to have her guard up with Thomas, and that he's going to take advantage of that to get her to go along with what he wants. So the thing is, left up to Liam, this would all be going to court a lot sooner than what it would be. Hope is trying to avoid that at all costs. Whereas Liam, you heard with that conversation he had with Dollar Bill in the cabin, Liam's like, well, look, let's just let it be whatever, but we can't let him manipulate you. I'm not going to sit back and allow him to manipulate you. That's how he's carrying on right now. So no, it had nothing's happened to create enough friction in their relationship to stop them from polishing the floors of that ragged ass cabin or anything like that. But as this goes forward, he does not necessarily, him and Brooke are on the same page about how Thomas needs to be handled. But him and Hope is still trying to find a middle ground where this doesn't end up being a shit show. Liam and Brooke don't even care because they're looking at this through the lens of Thomas and Taylor threatening their personal relationships with Hope and Ridge. So they're looking at it from a whole different angle than Hope is.
Hmm. And that's why he feels like he's been giving her a hard time because they
And
not
it's
on the same page, but he on the same
same
page.
page with
Uh-uh.
Brooke. Yes, he is. He on the same page with his mother-in-law, and he gonna be on a lot more than the same page for all this is over with. If Bridget's marriage ends up being dissolved by technicality, and Ridge ends up
Yes,
married to
because
Taylor Hayes at the end of the day,
he would get he would get so paranoid. So that's what I was literally thinking. So Carter does not have Quinn anymore in his life. So if Carter fucked up on the Ridge divorce marriage paperwork and turn around find out that he fucked up on some more paperwork with the adoption. Oh no, wait a minute. Did Carter do the no, Carter never did the adoption.
did
what?
he?
Yeah, he
No, he
was.
didn't do
He
the
was the
adoption.
lawyer. He was the lawyer who was supposed to sign off on the papers for what? For the Beth adoption? Is that what
Yeah,
you mean?
Yeah, he did
he
that for
was
the
there
Beth
for the
adoption,
Beth
but for
adoption.
Douglas, he
No,
only
not
worked on the
Douglas.
paperwork after the fact.
Yeah, not. Oh, I thought you meant Beth. No, he was Steffi's attorney for Beth, but no, Hope was probably using whatever kind of back alley goddamn attorney Brooke was going to, because they was trying to keep this out of the Forrester's ear until it was a
That
done deal.
would be a good way to get out of that adoption without it besmirching the Carter's character. If the
Well, didn't
paperwork,
he
because we
make a
know it's all
mistake
about the
too
paperwork.
on Rick and Myers when her sister had that baby for her? Didn't he make
Yeah,
a
it was.
mistake with the paperwork too when he had to? That's when that girl she was gonna keep the baby because by that time she was falling in love with her baby, and they found out about that. It
There
was a
was
signature
some
that was left out.
some kind of clerical error on the paperwork, and
Uh-huh.
they had to redo it, and they all had to resign. And Nicole was having second thoughts.
Thoughts, yeah. Because she couldn't, right around that time, she found out she couldn't have any more children because it scarred her, that procedure scarred her so much when she had that baby for her sister. So she didn't know if she wanted to sign it. But I'm thinking that's about what's gonna happen with. this not Ridge, Shauna, and Brooke scenario. It's gonna be something that's gonna pop up in that paperwork. Or Douglas too. He can find a clerical error.
It could be either one of those because the thing is, the more I think about it, the more it crosses my mind is that even if Ridge popped up tomorrow and told Taylor that he wanted to be with her, Taylor would be happy about it. But Taylor would not be happy about being, the other woman.
Woman,
And
right?
Brooke would be like, I'll sign those papers over my cold dead corpse.
Yeah.
She wouldn't. She would absolutely pull the same move that Steffi pulled when Hope was trying to get Liam to get that marriage annulled. Steffi was like, nah, this is gonna be a divorce, baby. So y'all gonna have to sit down and wait this shit out. Brooke would do the exact same thing. She would never agree to just go ahead and, do it cleanly. She would fight it. So, yeah, something that is not Ridge is going to have to put an end to his marriage.
Hey, what if it's good old fashioned blackmail? She never did face any charges for throwing Thomas over that cliff. Ain't nobody even said so much in anything about her doing that.
Yeah, they
That
never
would be too much, like, right?
You can't catch no charge for that. Listen, we got 10 minutes left. Can we talk about Brando on General Hospital for 10 minutes?
About how they didn't just murder Brando, girl.
I'm destroyed.
I can't believe
I'm done. I'm over it.
We knew it was a possibility because he was one of the 4 people on the cover of the magazine. But I mean, fuck, did they just hate this Sasha girl because she done lost her baby, had a nervous damn breakdown on TV. She didn't been put in the conservatorship. Then her husband gets killed and dies. Like, what the hell? I don't get it. I went into the hashtag and people are like, well, I don't know why y'all upset. I like Sasha and Brando.
They could have killed. Look, of all the people listed on there, they could have killed Michael for all of that. I mean, I knew they wasn't going to, but they could have.
Michael, Willow, even Carly's ass could have died this week. But I guess if they feel like they got too many people on cast, they got to get rid of folks. But
I mean,
Cody died because I don't. What is he even doing? What they call him, Cody? He got a nickname now.
Who? Truck Nuts?
Truck Nuts.
Truck Butts. Truck Butts. What is it?
Truck Nuts.
Truck Nuts.
Truck Nuts. Yeah. So they could got rid of him first. They didn't have to get rid of Brando so fast.
See, my thing is this: they about to up and make this a mess like they did when they killed Georgie off. Okay, every blue moon, yeah, they'll go and do some shit where they'll have a killer flying through Port Charles or some circumstance, and people, and there'll be fatalities. But it ain't never the people you want dead.
Right. Like Willow could have gone. I don't really like Willow like that.
Neither does half the audience.
The SB writers comment about Liam and Brooke, how they gonna run into each other with Douglas in that app. SB writers comment over on YouTube.
Hold up, let's see.
Bridge will blow up. Lame is going to get jealous seeing Hope spend time at Eric's house with Thomas and Douglas. Douglas will prank Lame with the voice app. And then Lame runs into Brooke, who needs comforting then. Well, I kind of said that in the beginning, too.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, because, that voice app is coming back. We just don't know how.
Yes. But now we're going to go back to Brando dying on General Hospital because we got 8 minutes for GH.
Right. They didn't have to do that. That was a choice, and it was an ugly one.
So I guess
so they got a serial killer on PH, huh?
Well,
basically.
If Ava don't die, then it's not a serial killing. It's just a killing. But it's a serial attacker who managed to kill Brando. But I think they're going to try to make it seem like Sasha did something to him because they were saying his reaction wasn't consistent with his injuries. He shouldn't have been convulsing and all of those things from a stab wound. He was fine. He came out of surgery. Okay. They thought he was going to pull through. And for him to go sideways like that didn't make any sense. So we know it wasn't Sasha unless she's having some sort of disassociation and they didn't show us.
I know they ain't gonna try to stick that girl with some kind of crazy Munchausen by proxy bullshit, are
I
they?
thought about that though, Bubbles. I mean, because it made sense at first, but then I started thinking, Ryan. Because somebody told me a couple years ago, they said he had picked up that ice pick, or that hook. But apparently, this was I wasn't watching GH then, but I was like, possibly, maybe then. I mean, if he was known, if he, if that's his history. But my original thought was Sasha. I mean, because she been
That would be
what's her
awful if they
deal?
made her that
Yeah,
crazy.
I mean, but somebody told me she wasn't always like that. They just kind of made her crazy after
After
Franco
her,
died.
yeah, and then once her baby died, it just it didn't get too much better. But she'd been kind of out of sight for a lot,
And
cause
she be forgetting. She be, like she be losing parts of her days and shit. So, why not, darling? Why can't it be her? We
it
don't think
could
it's
be her.
her.
I don't know. You never know. I don't know where the hell is Liz, cause I know they've been toying with her in this DID shit. You think they're gonna stick it on her?
But we know it wasn't because the person who attacked Brando was tall.
Mm.
Okay.
It was
But that's the thing.
a
I'm
tall, mannish person in a black hoodie. So good night, Vicky and Louisa. Thanks for coming, guys. I wanted to be Esme missing people, but it's not Esme. Um,
I think it's two people. That's because the thing is, I'm stuck on the idea that the person who hooked Brando is not the person who did whatever that caused him to die. I think this feels like this is a partnership. Like this is more than one person involved in this.
yeah, somebody else had to come in that hospital at some point and do something, but when would they have even had the time to do?
I don't know. It's just something feels off about, well, the whole thing feels off, let's be real, but something feels really off about the fact that the person who's going around doing this hooking, this is like that's like serial killer shit. Because the thing is, if the person wanted the victim dead, they could easily make sure their ass was dead. But so far, they screwed up with Ava because Ava lived, and technically Brando lived, and it feels like somebody else went in there to finish the job.
I think there's
Uh,
You know what that brings up
somewhere.
to me? Brad, when he gave those poisoned what's his name? Peter.
oh no, they cannot be bringing his ass back.
Well, it could be Brad. No, Brad don't work at the hospital anymore, does he? Brad
I
was
don't
Miss
think
the
Queen
so.
say Miss Queen say they putting they might be adding poison to the hook.
Oh, you know what?
Ava
That's a
didn't die like
possibility.
that. Ava didn't have a reaction like that. Ava's on the mend. Ava's on the upkeep. Brando just fucking crashed out of the blue. Like he was getting ready to talk to that girl. He just fucking just went out. His heart dropped. Somebody probably put something in the needle or something. I don't know.
Or
Um,
it could be on the hook, but then that would go back to Ryan because he is in that little that institute or whatever they was keeping him in. Esme was going to visit him at, and he was
Did
getting medicine there.
I have a question? I didn't watch the day that Brando actually caught the hook. Did he see anything?
no. He
Okay.
just said he knew it was somebody in a dark hoodie. Um, he looked up and the next thing he knew he was being hooked.
Mm, mm,
I know what
mm,
you did
mm.
last summer.
That
That's exactly. This is a Kevin Williamson movie in upstate New York now.
Yeah, right.
a hook killer. So
Mm.
okay.
I hope they don't get sued for copyright infringement.
Well, only if a date somebody ends up wearing a Halloween mask would they even consider being in trouble for copyright infringement because we know better.
Oh, that's since we going out, I will say I want to point out it's very interesting that they decided to pick up this slasher shit. And we a little bit more than 30 days out for Halloween. But you want to bet that the conclusion is around Halloween.
I hope so because I don't care nothing about no slasher. I'm probably not even gonna watch this show no more until Esme comes back because I don't care no more.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
shouldn't
blame
have
you.
took
They messing
Brando.
up some of
Interested
these
in this
stories.
serial slasher. I think I'm gonna pick it back up just to find out what's going on with this serial person. Oh, where see who all get axed.
Well, y'all hold that down for me like y'all hold it down Young and Restless because I'll be watching something else during those times down. I'm gonna see what NBC do in the daytime when Days of Our Lives ain't on no more. What about this audio is a little bit crackly. Y'all stay on after I end the broadcast so I can identify who that is.
Okay.
Thanks to everybody else for coming out. This was fun and we will do it tomorrow.
All right. Y'all have a good
Thank
night.
you, Bubbles.
Good
Good
night,
night.
Thanks,
ladies.
Bubbles.
Thank you, Bubble.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.